Hello everyone, I forgot to unmute my mic. Welcome back. We are playing some Project Zomboid today. Yeah, the plan is to do some challenges. So if anyone has any suggestions of little challenges that we can do at any point, just let me know. Like little things, like things that we can go and do and like try and achieve. Not anything like absolutely massive. I am playing with some mods. Quite a few mods. I didn't double check all of them are enabled. Isn't that one? Ah, yes, that. It's a new one that I added earlier. I mean, most of these like aren't like massive changes. It's most like just in fact, I'll go through them. This one is just like so you can recover from the zombie virus, so you don't automatically get die because of it. But it's not like there's a cure. It's like you can heal, like if you like in the game there is like the cold and everything, so you can just recover from it, which I quite like. Some like the auto car things, just changing the aim outline back to an outline. Just because I prefer that. I think it does still have like the proper reticule that is new for the build 42, but I like the outline. Like just bonus traits, the become brave, become desensitized thing, just extra spawn locations, like hitting zombies with the butt of a gun, some other like little things. Oh yeah, this combat text, it's health bars above the zombies' heads. And it like damage numbers, which I don't know. I know a lot of people don't do like combat text, but I really like this one. I personally find it super useful to have. Common sense is just like a bunch of little common sense things, you know, like extra things. Did I have a car? Like this one I did have to modify some settings because when I first used it, it was a bit broken. Basically, if there is a car within a certain distance which is configurable from the house you spawn in, you get the key for it. Basically, it was your car, which kind of makes sense. But yeah. Yeah, just other little bits like drawing on the map. This one, like durable weapons, just because some of them broke so quickly, I was finding. Because they did modify things. Like, there are, of course, like, alternate versions, like, this makes them, like, way more durable. This just gives them a little extra durability, like, it's nice. This one just makes keys more visible when you're looking around, just because I always really struggle to find them otherwise. And yeah, just a few things. Oh yeah, the equipment UI, cannot play without it, it's so useful. Extra gun slot, which to be fair, I've basically not used much other than initially, so I could probably remove that one, but it just basically lets you put the gun in your belt. That's hood opening, fix XP, you know, generator range, like a lot of simple things. Let me just, yeah, making textiles lighter because they were super heavy for some reason. Yeah, I was livestock zones and just more details. Yeah, extra spawn, more like map stuff. Hey Aria, how you doing? The mini health panel, which I personally love this. It's you don't have to open the full view and you can still see what's going on. Just extra like more descriptive, more maps. The high beam is just make things brighter. No starter pistol because in build 42, because it's like debug sort of stuff, you start with a pistol. I didn't like that, so I got rid of it. Weird. I can garbage boxes, yeah. You have to take these out one at a time otherwise, and it was super annoying. And if you're like using them for crafting and stuff, it's helpful. We'll start, basically, this is useful because then you start paused rather than starting with anything happening. That means if, for example, the game crashes and you need to jump back in and you were like near zombies, you are less likely to die. Proximity, this one's super useful, like you can just throw things in chests and then just look at all of them at the same time. So with various like reordering things, just useful. Resting states prompt, this one's super useful because I mean half the time it just constantly flashes the finished resting above the head and it can be irritating, but when you actually need to rest it's super useful. Search containers, kind of essential with the procs inventory because then you can actually search everything. Serving plates, because for some reason in vanilla you can't put food onto plates. With this you can. Yeah, the skill recovery journal, very useful. Getting more storage, like utility things. This one I don't know if anything there is like actual DMC stuff, but I put this one on just in case. This one, which actually isn't one I've used yet. I don't think I added it relatively recently. I haven't gotten around to using it. But it's like basically creating shortcuts on your screen so you don't have to go and like find items in your inventory. Yeah, animating vehicles, just other vehicle stuff. Auto marker for visited buildings is actually quite useful for exploring. I think I've changed mine from that standard, but yeah, weightless keys, because why were keys that heavy? Like you can have tons of keys. Working elevators, bikes, ability to flip vehicles and trailers when they go over, because that happens quite easily sometimes, so kind of important. Yeah, this is the newest one I add, which is useful for skill books and like cooking stuff, so you can like mark them so you can basically know which ones you have. Yeah, comparing items, yeah, scooters. The light switch backlight is super useful if you're in a dark room and can't see it. I didn't add this initially, and then I was having trouble finding lights because they changed how lighting works for Build 42, so it's a lot darker. So yeah, I was really struggling to find light switch, so I added it. Make dried fruit. I mean, I added this one, but I used it once, but there was a bug with it, and that was a bug with the base game, not with the mod, as far as I'm aware. Because it was a bug I encountered with doing some default cooking. It was basically just duplicating everything. So I had to stop using it as much, but I think that might have been fixed by now. We'll have to double check. Well, if we end up making dried fruit milk cheese, because why can't you turn milk and cheese in vanilla? Minimal display bars. I have like used these ones for so long. Because it's just so helpful. I see you're doing all the mods. It's only 87 mods. I could add a lot more. Like there are tons more that I could add. This is relatively minimal for Zomboid. Also, hello Shark Dog. Sandbox customs, because I love being able to change settings. Skateboard, dump truck, ice cream truck. Useful barrel. Okay, this one's fun because you can actually like open the barrels and just find random liquids in them. Carts, and then some default stuff. Honestly, there probably is. There are so many mods. Right. Oh, hang on. Cancel. By the way, exclamation mark PZ for the actual link to the collection that I'm using, in case anyone else also wants to play these mods, or just see which ones it is, because I obviously briefly went through that list, but didn't probably explain everything. Yeah, so I think I'm going to start with this challenge. I don't want to do any of the other ones, but this one is a very funny one that I've seen people try. It's really difficult. I will not survive long before we maybe try some other little challenges just in a sandbox one. So... so yeah, This one is a really CDDA. You get out of the shower and fall badly, you're blind drunk and have a nasty cold. On top of all this, the house is on fire. Oh, and there's a zombie apocalypse. Today is definitely not your day. I think a lot of people generally play this unmodded. I am obviously playing it with all my mods because I will not play without them. But we don't get to do our custom settings, I don't think. We may have some settings, I'm not sure. No, it goes straight into this. Okay. You also don't get to pick where you are because you always start in the same place. So, for this challenge, what kind of build do we go with? I think it's basically try and survive as long as possible, and maybe you can make a little base somewhere, is generally how this one works. So we probably want less in terms of the building skills because we are not going to need them. We want to survive and kill zombies. So chef, I mean, they do have short blade skill, but the cooking is probably not really necessary. Like fire officer isn't bad because of the axe fitness stuff. We're not going to have access to a gun, so something like police officer is useless. Again, park ranger has more crafty skill stuff, so not as useful. Construction worker, maybe. Security guard wouldn't be bad. They have less combat skills, but they are faster and better with like the dark and everything, so, and not as affected by weather, which could be good. Similarly, burglar might be good because they're light-footed, and yeah, we could then also hotwire cars. Although we should hopefully get a key. But I don't know if they'll spawn a car near that house. Other things. Veteran would be good if we had a gun. Lumberjack, not bad. Yeah, so I think our best options are burglar. Fire officer. Park range is decent. And security guard. Which do people think? If we go burglar, we basically just have to run away and avoid fighting as much as possible. Whereas if we go something like security guard, they're also going to be a runaway. If we go park ranger. Actually, if we go fire officer, we could probably do fighting. Park ranger, less so. Mechanic. Let's have a look. Where's mechanic? Short blunts, they do have some combat skill, but I mean, that depends if we can manage to get a weapon. They're more focused on the skill of cars, so not as useful, but it would be a viable option. I'm kind of just ignoring most of the like skilled people because they're not as useful for a challenge like this. I mean, to be fair, whatever we pick, we can just also take extra skills. That is also a thing we can do. Going for fire marshal or security feels a bit like cheating. I mean, no, they have these for a reason. Like, we're going to have to pick downsides. Like, we're going to have to pick negatives to get any other useful skills, unless we just go base. I mean, if we go burglar, like, we have to get an extra, like, -6 of, like, negatives, so... And this is one of the hardest challenges there is. So, like, I do not expect to survive for more than a few minutes initially. Like, sometimes just making it out of the house can be a challenge. let alone getting any kind of equipment. Like, this is a hard one. Like, the mods will make it easier, but I might honestly go with the security and then just add some extra skills, because I think that will probably be the better option. The ability to move fast is probably good, because that's what we're going to need. Now we are going to start injured as well. So literally the first thing we do before we even escape the building is we are going to have to perform first aid. And like hope we can get some kind of material to be able to bandage us up. Otherwise we're going to bleed out. If I remember how it works. So we don't want anything that is going to cause problems with that. This is one of the ones I always pick. And prone to illness. We've already got a cold. So maybe we don't want to go with that. Weak stomach, however, is fine. We're already injured, so we probably don't want slow healer. Okay. And that gives us a good number of points to spend, at least for now. Basically, we want anything that gives us some combat ability. Could do some extra strength. Brawler wouldn't be bad. There's long blunt. We probably won't be able to get a long blunt so easily. And we could give ourselves literally one in any skill. Okay, maybe some extra strength, honestly. Or fitness. What do people think? Because if we have more strength, we do more damage anyway. I'll go with that, and then we've got 3 more points to spend, which isn't much. Yeah, it's not much with like 3, is there? We might have to go with an extra negative. Maybe first aider actually, because we're already injured, so more chance of getting medical supplies and better, like, doing medical stuff. High thirst isn't too bad. What do we think? Do we go with this? Does this look like a decent set of stats? think this should be fine. I don't want to take too many negatives, but we'll go with this. And I've just got a pre-made character that I tend to use for the visual. So we'll see how this goes. I haven't played Zomboid in a while, so I will need to probably remember some of the controls that I use. Okay, let's see what we have access to. We are going to need to stay paused briefly. Okay, frying pan as a weapon. Ugh, we've got nothing else within reach. This is a shit spawn. Out of the building. We're too close to the fire there. Okay. Come on. Get rid of it. We didn't actually manage to grab the frying pan. I moved too quickly. Okay, there's a building there. Avoid walking on broken glass. I'm after literally anything that I can use to bandage this wound. There's like nothing here. Great. Ah, yes. Remove curtain. We're dying, I think. Okay, bandage. Might be able to get all of this bandaged. I walked on some glass there. I didn't realise there was any. That was irritating. Okay, everything bandaged. But our health is still going down. There's another house over there. I'm honestly surprised we've not encountered any zombies so far. Come on. Seriously, no medical supplies? Well, at least there's some clothes. And we have weapons, so... Pistol and which of these? This one is 0.308 and that one is 0.223. Oh, okay, we've got rounds for both of them. Wait, do we not have rounds for this one? Take this one, I think. I needed the 308. Oh, actually, I should just take the whole keychain, shouldn't I? I don't have one. Fire is coming towards us. Okay, grab anything from in here that's useful. Bottle opener. And we leave. Oh, fuck. That's not good. There's way too many zombies around here. And we are on a fraction of a health. I can't shoot them, this gun isn't loaded. I can't run because I've got the groin and feet injuries. I cannot sprint. I literally have to do this, otherwise they catch up to me and I die. Because this is me sprinting. I need to try and lose them. I was hoping I'd be far enough away that I could lose sight of them. Yep. I didn't think that was going to go well. I didn't actually kill certain zombies, they died in the fire, but... we try again. Okay, I think I need to change this actually. Security guard was good. But the thin-skinned actually did fuck us over a little bit. So... you know what? Fuck it, let's go with illiterate. We're not going to get the chance to read anyway. We definitely didn't want that. Okay, what other ones did we want to have? Actually no, let's go with just the +2 to fitness. We don't necessarily need the strength. What other things would be useful, do we think? It's just anything to give us better movement, I think. Yeah, I did consider inconspicuous, but whenever I've used it in the past, it does nothing. And I guess we could go with that one. Go with the first aider again. We'll try that, see if the increased fitness and movement ability helps. I hope we get a better spawn this time. I did say I'm not expecting to survive for very long as part of the challenge. To be fair, we got a really bad spawn that time where we were completely penned in by fire, so it was a tough one. Luckily the fire burned out in a portion so we could walk through, but we might have had to walk through it and that would have not gone well. Okay, ooh, we start with a lot more things available. What do we want? Probably take that and equip it as a weapon. Right. Not the best spawn, but we can pick up the table and get it out of our way. Yeah. And we got a key. So there's a car near here. There. Oh, this isn't our car. Oh no, it is. Okay, we're safer in here. I was hoping for something useful. Okay. Anything in the trunk? No. Pick up the broken glass so we don't walk on it, trying to get over to that curtain. Remove curtain. Okay, bandaged up. I mean, there's nothing useful in here again. No, okay, we leave. Did this car have fuel? Yes. Come on. Why isn't it starting? Ugh, damn it. Yeah, must be the battery's completely dead. I thought it was just damaged. Which is a shame. Right. Anything of use? No. Great. Nope. Oh dear. Nope. I mean, I think this one is definitely a decent build, so we'll stick with it. We'll just see if we can get better luck. Okay, not too bad. No weapons, not ideal, though we can't reach that. So... Ooh, paring knife. That's actually pretty good. Okay. Damn it, we're on fire. was so much better spawn anyway. Oh, if those zombies hadn't come up that window, I could have opened it and gotten out there. I should have just grabbed the stuff and like ran off, but I wanted to get that wound bandaged as quick as possible. Oof, this is like the worst spawn we can get. Not even anything we can use as a weapon. Well. We just have to wait and hope that some of the fire burns out. Oh, yep. Some of it did. I mean, nothing of use in there. No, let me out. Oh, fuck. Let me out, let me out, let me out. No. That's not great. Actually, just nothing in here. I don't know why I even bothered. Yeah, we're not lasting long with this one. Bitten isn't the end of the world. We've got a mod that allows us to recover from bitten, so the part is that we're going to bleed out before that even becomes an issue. Curtain, yes. Move curtain. Rip. I know the glass is still there, but I need to bandage it first. So we're so low on health, it needed to be bandaged. Right. That should help for now. Usually I would grab a lot of this stuff, but currently it is just not necessary. No medical supplies. Oh, that's more clothes on than we had before, so progress. Is there anything worth taking over here? Literally nothing of use. Take a pen. The one piece of clothing we desperately need is shoes. Because right now we don't even have a weapon to fight zombies, so we'd have to push them over and stomp on them, which would cause damage to our feet. Which really isn't good. Fork, that'll do as a weapon. There's a zombie further down the road, damn it. Oh, damn it. Shit. That's not good. Still following. Okay, I need to keep moving. Oh, I scratched a foot. That's what happens when we don't have shoes on. There's too many zombies here, I can't go in there. I'll get trapped. Yeah, I'm not in a good state right now. Nope. We don't go that way. Can we get over this fence? Come on. Nice. Got a lot of muscle strain doing that, but we're a bit fucked. We're a bit fucked. I was gonna say we were safer, but we're now trapped with a lot of zombies. Wait, is that a ladder? Can we climb the ladder? Well, they can't get to us up here, so we're technically safe from the zombies. But we're not great. I am going to have to jump off this building to get back out of here. Because down there is a whole pile of zombies. Not that we can actually see them. So I'm going to have to jump off this side of the building. I mean, this is the longest we've survived so far. I'm hoping the muscle strain goes away a little bit. We're also hungry and thirsty. And for some reason uncomfortable. Probably from pain. Yeah. Yeah, I mean we have hypothermia as well, which isn't great. And we may genuinely just die if we jump off, because we will take a lot of damage. Let's see, how many zombies are there over here? Can we see them? Not a huge number. Problem is, we can't get out. Oh no, there's more. They were all just around the corner. And health is just continuously dropping at the moment. Okay, how many have we got over here? Okay. That's a lot more than I thought there was. We can't even jump off that edge. I think we're dead. Okay. You never know, we might be able to escape. We need to get inside because our health is constantly declining, but... Okay. We can't jump off. We cannot jump off. Nope. I literally can't get off anywhere else. Let me jump over this little bit. We're about to die anyway. Yeah. If I hadn't jumped into that section, then I would have been fine. I almost went further along to that smaller fence as well, but I was like, oh no, this big fence will protect us. And there was far too many zombies in there. Alright, should we try a regular old sandbox with some other goal rather than doing that one again? Right, where do we want to spawn? Basically pick pretty much anywhere. Right, probably not the Louisville one. That's a bit of an annoying spawn. I mean, Muldra's not bad. It's like the main starter place. Could go like over to Irvington or something. One of the new places. Like Ekron, Brandenburg are also both new. Echo Creek's like a tiny place that's also new. Let's just go with Moldra. Right. I've put on my settings. Or do we go with just regular default settings? Default apocalypse settings probably is for the best, actually. Mine are kind of easy. Yeah, I'll go with apocalypse and then just modify. So I always just do lower few things. Basically just make there be less zombies. Loot all as normal. World, we'll leave it all as default. Nature, sure that can all stay the same. Oh yeah, multi-hit we want on. Oh yeah, I always turn these down because they're a bit much. Yeah, I mean, in Build 41 it wasn't too bad, but in this one they're just like way over the top, so I just like halve them and that at least helps. We can change any of these settings later on if we want. Let's just leave pretty much everything as default. All of that default. Making sure I've got all of this. Yeah, let's go with that. Mostly default. And then obviously we want to go with a different character build. So let's put my usual negatives on. Okay. What profession? What do we want our goal to be? We should do this with a goal in mind. Obviously the other one was like just survive. This, you can have like something specific trying to do, like find a specific item, do a specific thing. What do we want it to be? I know when other people have done this, they've done like some silly ones. So obviously depending on what we want to do, like, will depend on what skills I go with. Like if we want to do something related to building, I probably want to get some of the skill points for that. If we want to like kill some zombies or something, then I probably want to go more fighting stuff. Build a nice house. Most of the time, honestly, I just claim another house. Like building a house is honestly more work than just claiming a house and moving into it and adapting it. Plus, building a nice house will take forever. And the most effective way of doing that would probably be just go a bunch of carpentry skill and then go out into the woods and clear an area and just chop down trees and build. Which honestly doesn't really sound that interesting. I should have come up with some ideas of like little things we could do beforehand, but I didn't really think to. Should we just have a goal of like just kill as many zombies as we can? But not just immediately start killing, like probably have to do like a little bit of prep and organisation and then just go out killing. And the best way to kill them is with fire. So we could try something like that. I have seen other streamers do like strats with using like sirens to attract tons of zombies and then just kill them all with fire. Try that. I'm assuming it hasn't been patched. They won't break the siren. I actually don't know. It might have. Sure, let's do that. Kill zombies. In which case, we probably don't need anything super like skill-wise, although we're going with the ambulance strategy and we probably need some vehicle ability. So we probably want to go burglar to hotwire. And then in terms of other skills, I don't know what other ones would be useful to us. Do I have a pre-made? What's this one? Burglar with cooking knowledge. What other ones have I got? Damn it, that cleared my negatives as well, didn't it? Where was it? Illness. Stomach, slow healer. And so we probably want brave. Extra fitness could be useful. Actually, what skills does this give? Just seeing if there's any that gives us the ability to make a Molotov. So that might be a good idea. This one might actually be good. Outdoorsy. Light fires faster. Because we'll probably have to use a campfire to set the zombies on fire. Sure, we'll go with that. It doesn't seem too bad. Just so I don't overwrite my other one. Oh, we spawned in one of the fancy houses. Hey, oh, and we have a key. Nice. Right, what have we got in here? Not much of use. I guess we can come back and get that as a weapon if we can't find anything better. Antibiotics are a good thing to have. Is this a skill one? Yep, it's giving us cooking XP. Let's quickly grab the curtain off this one. We'll turn it into a bag. We'll just take that one. Okay, what is there food-wise that could be useful? Sure, we'll take the maple syrup. None of that. Take that. We got anything that we can actually use for cooking right now? No, so there's no point taking the raw stuff. Well, I suppose we could cook it in the oven, but we're better off just sticking with what we've got. Okay, am I remembering the map correctly? Up this way should be Common Medical. Oh yeah, we got a car key, didn't we? So we should have a car around here somewhere. Probably in there. Oh no. Should we need the wrench? Actually, can that be used as a better tool than that? Maybe. Rubber hose is useful. Because that's what you need to get fuel out of cars. Oh, there's a generator in here. Oh, that's a proper flashlight. Let's take that instead of that one. The hammer's useful. Take the goggles. I don't want to like load up with too much stuff. Right, we have a pen so we can note down that there is a generator here in case we need it. That is generator 1. Where is that car? Yeah, let's head up to the medical building. Get some medical supplies, it's always handy. Here a zombie. Where is it? Must be inside. Finally. Yeah, we can take those bandages because we can clean them. I'm in here, didn't I? Scissors, those are nice and useful. Pens, make sure I have every single colour pen. I do hate when I can't walk around furniture very easily. Suppose we should probably take some sleeping pills because they might be useful. All of that's good. Don't need cotton balls. Little thing on the wall here. What's this got in it? Absolutely nothing, of course. not getting much useful here. Oh, I don't think we have a red pen. Let's grab that. So, oh no, we do have a red pen. Never mind. Peep is always good. How much battery? Oh, that's full. Okay. Doing. Okay, there's some food, actual food here. Cereal. Wait, do we have a can opener? No. Like, I want to grab the stuff, but also I'm like, I don't have all of the correct tools and things to make use of some of it. There's not really much point. Stone is nice. Not much in the way of cooking equipment. Saucepan is useful. That's about it. I should take some of that. Oh, that inventory is full. Never mind then. Oh, how to use generator magazine. Very nice. Oh, do we have a pencil? Yes, okay. There's a disc there. I mean, we found some decent stuff, but not a lot. Okay, there's a pistol. Welcome back. Yeah, we're just doing a regular like sandbox run now. With the goal is we're gonna kill zombies as many as we can. And we're gonna try and do that by fire. I'm just like working on getting actually useful equipment and things for now. Oh yeah, we did terrible with the challenge mode. We didn't get very far, and I was getting annoyed by it. So we weren't doing very well. Managed to survive like a bit at one point, but that was it. Okay. Just drop that. Okay, so what we need to do is find an ambulance. We also will need to get the materials for making a campfire. Once we've got an ambulance, we need to basically put it somewhere with a lot of zombies and turn the siren on. So I'll probably try and do that over by the main road area. Sort of off over this way. That obviously requires us actually finding an ambulance. Might take a while. There is, however, a key for a car over there, so that might be a decent option of just driving around until we find an ambulance. I've had some runs where I've just like found tons and tons of them. Just like on every corner. Okay. We need to go in that house. We've got a lot in our inventory right now. Okay, it has fuel. Okay, it starts. Let's quickly close that. It's in terrible condition. That is a slight issue. It does keep... Yeah, I think we just drive around till we find an ambulance. Or this car gives up on us. Either one. Ooh. Okay, I need to stop and kill these zombies because that is a sledgehammer on the floor. Sledgehammers are really good. Also, this guy has a bag and helmets. Wait, is that 2 sledgehammers on the floor? Okay, that's all of them. And yes, that is a sledgehammer. 2 sledgehammers. Alright, do any of these guys have any useful stuff? Welding kit, toolbox with glue, which actually is something we need. Of course, just beer in the cooler. Oh, hatchet, nice. Okay, what's the condition of this one? Terrible. And it doesn't have fuel, okay. Probably like my inventory is so full right now. Oh, that's the key. Oh, and worker boots, nice. Oh wait, these are in better condition. Let's wear those ones instead. Those ones have a hole in. Didn't even notice that. Take the hard hat. I'm gonna just take the spare worker boots. You have a bag. Actually, fuck it, we don't need spare boots. Yeah, we'll wear the hard hat. Drop that. There we go, because we were actually quite hungry there. And let's also eat that one. We've got various sources of fire. I can't fit those in my bag. Okay, just equip that secondary so I can take it all. Come on, let me get in. There we go. Hey, there is lots of nice looking vehicles over there. And over here. Wow, there's tons of them. Come over here. None here. Looking for anything that has a siren. Preferably an ambulance because they are less likely to end up damaged, I believe. Well, that loud bang was the tyre popping. If you couldn't guess from the fact that there was no longer a tyre. This may not have been the best idea because this is the petrol station, which is usually got a lot of zombies around it. Oh, that's a fire truck further up. Nope, 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 fuck. That one came up behind me. What's this one of the challenge? I don't think I've actually read it. We could do this one. Actually sounds like it might be potentially good. Give it a try. Try this challenge. Okay, so we want to go basically just attack abilities, nothing else. And we can probably easily get guns because we can buy stuff, so like a police officer might be good. Actually, veteran could also be good. To aim to reload. Veteran won't get stressed. Because it's completely desensitized, so immune to panic. Which isn't bad. So then we probably want to get other skill things. We should take some negatives. Honestly, that's probably not an end of the world if we do have that. Honestly, I don't think it matters whether we can read or not. Yeah, those negatives should be okay. Gives us plenty of points to work with. The extra aiming could be good. Actually, bonus fitness is always just good. That could be good. Pretty much any other like kind of skill is probably not going to be useful for this, so that one wouldn't be bad. What have we got so far? Got long blunt, reloading short blade, taking strength trapping, aiming an axe. You go with another aiming maybe? I mean, we're gonna be out in the woods, so honestly, outdoorsy could be helpful. Yeah, let's go another reloading. So we're 3 on aiming, 3 on reloading. Various other skills. What do we think to this build? It could be good. Give it a try. How long do people think we're going to manage to survive this? Just waves upon waves of zombies. Ooh. But like a map that's just hidden behind that. That's not great. Oh, permanent boost and spend some money. Okay. Okay, so we can like level up skills. What do we start with? Nothing. We're probably going to want at least a weapon. What skills did we have again? We had axe, long blunt, and short blade. So the knife would probably be fine. Okay, pausing the game does nothing. Give us a kitchen knife. We're going to attach it and then equip it. There's 3 zombies apparently. I'm gonna move that up because that little map in the corner does actually have the zombies' locations on them. That one's a ways away. Let's explore. There's this little thing here. Okay. Planks and stuff. So we could probably barricade some of the windows. Okay, more planks. Let's take a couple of the planks over to the house. Don't have any like tools or anything, I don't think. Okay, those can drop there. Let's wear that. We're ignoring the errors that keep popping up. Oh, we can get a claw hammer. How do I barricade the window? Oh, do we need nails? No, don't open it. How'd you barricade a window? Is it under here? I don't understand how we're supposed to barricade the windows. I know it's possible, but I swear that's like all you need is planks, a hammer. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Trying to break down the door. Did you guys see that animation? It was very cool. See, it used to be, as long as you had the right things in your inventory, you were able to just barricade. But apparently that's not the same anymore. I'm gonna chuck those things in there. Oh, actually, do we have X skill? That might be better. Yeah. We'll use that instead. Push that to the back and equip. So that's his nails times 5 and we only got 1. Getting really bad muscle strain, which is not great. Right. Take a brief rest whilst we wait for the next wave. Actually, it might be a good idea to get some painkillers. Is there anything else of use in here? I'm using that little mini map to help me figure out which way I can have my back so that I'm not getting attacked. Okay, we take painkillers to get rid of some of that muscle strain. They got inside? How the fuck did they get inside? Thought pills were supposed to help with muscle strain. They don't seem to be doing much. Let's see how much shotgun is. I can't open the minimap any bigger. If I get the pistol, I can only afford 5 rounds. If I aim well, I can hit 5 zombies and kill 5 zombies with that. I genuinely don't know how they got inside because none of the other things are smashed. Like, that's the only one they smashed, and that's the one... Yeah, it's weird. I'm waiting for that zombie to come over, but also the muscle strain to get rid. Okay, we can now afford a shotgun, but I don't know whether that's worthwhile. Oh wait, no, there's a broken window. That's how they got in. Just seeing if any of them have any kind of useful loot. Because in theory, they could actually spawn with like good stuff on them. Yeah, nothing much. What do we think? Shotgun or pistol? Which do we think would be more effective? Shotgun does have a wider range, so if I get a group of them together, potentially hit multiple. I can't afford ammo now. I didn't do the maths on that. Oops. It's fine, I'll just have to kill some. The shotgun isn't bad. The way everything works, I think, is just a bit different. So they changed some of the aiming, but I've also got various mods on that change things, so... Great. There's too many of them in one space. As long as none come up behind me, I'm okay. That's it. Come on, all of you, group up. Why didn't that work? I'm loading it and then it's not working. What? No. For fuck's sake. Okay, apparently it only actually gave me one bullet. So, great. I think I've lost them for a bit, so I can sit down. Yeah, it was supposed to give me 6 shells, and I definitely only got 1 shot there. That's just bullshit. Yeah, there's one left somewhere. Apparently in the house. There we go. I mean... yeah, we get 1. Well, that's kind of annoying that it says we're supposed to get 6 and we don't. I doubt we'll survive many more waves at this rate. Oh. Thought I'd be able to hit multiple with that, apparently not. Nope, get off. Run, run, run. Given the fact that it was slightly bugged and wasn't letting us buy enough ammo, I think we did pretty well. But yeah, I don't think there's really time for me to start another one before I would probably need to wrap up. So I think we will just call it there. Not a super duper long stream, but it's better than no stream. And it is fun trying out some of the challenges. Because I haven't actually tried any of them before, so it was good. But yeah, I definitely want to do this more. I think it would be really fun to do like a multiplayer thing on Build 42 when that eventually comes out. Because definitely I would be wanting to do that. Because I end up getting bored just on my own after a while, and it would be fun to play with other people. It's so hard to like have all of the different skills on one character for like solo. So spreading out like especially crafting skills and stuff between multiple people is always good. Yeah. The game was fun. I'm gonna just actually turn down the music just a bit because it is quite loud. Although it might not be for you guys. Just the game menu music is like on the louder side. But yeah. I'll definitely do this again at some point, I think. Maybe come up with like actual like long-term goals for like a sandbox thing. And be like, okay, we go and do this. And like actually decide on settings beforehand rather than just being like, yeah, I want to go with like my settings, but also slightly harder than I usually do. Which is basically what I did by modifying it. There is also a mod in the workshop that I saw that I didn't add, but it is like one that has an OBS like overlay thing that you can add, and it basically takes some of your like stats and things like kill count and like how long you survive and stuff, and basically allows you to put it into an OBS overlay. So that could be a fun one to do, like add in and use for like a stream at some point. But yeah, we'll call it a day for Project Zomboid. And yeah, I will not be back at any point this week with any other streams because on Wednesday, when I would otherwise be streaming, I need to be packing and making sure I've got everything ready for heading to TwitchCon this weekend. And I won't be back until like next Wednesday, so the next time I will be able to stream will be next Friday. Potentially that'll be a stream with Devil, if he's up for it. Otherwise we might just do something random. And then the week after, things should return to normal. I will try and start actually streaming more than just Fridays again. Hopefully back to Atomfall, which I still haven't edited. I need to finish the one VOD, but I've got like an hour of footage left to go through. Which, considering it was 3 hours, I've not really done that much. But it's tedious. Well, I need to finish editing that and then just post it. See what people think. If it's popular, then I'll maybe do more. But yeah. Yeah, otherwise there are various other games that I would like to stream at some point. Definitely want to do some more of this. Obviously no update on the multiplayer, but it's still like in like beta like for the Build 42, so the chances are we won't get multiplayer until it's like nearly ready. And that'll be like the final checks and everything once they've finished mostly. But that's fine. I understand why they're doing that. Multiplayer creates so many more issues. They want to have the basics all like planned out and then go in and fix everything for multiplayer. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah. No streams the rest of the week, but I will be back next week on Friday with something. Either something multiplayer with Devil or just something else. We might do some more Project Zomboid if Devil isn't available. Otherwise we might just find something else to do. Maybe some Shadows of Doubt. Maybe something else. We'll see. But yeah. Gonna call it there for the day. Because I'll probably go and have some dinner in a little bit. But yeah. Hope you all enjoyed me just dying repeatedly today. I mean, that's what Project Zomboid is like. It's literally like you are pretty much bound to die at some point, and especially doing the challenges, you're gonna die a lot. But it was fun to check them out. Because I hadn't actually checked that like wave one out before. I didn't really know much about it. Shame that there was bits that weren't working, but that was probably conflicts from my mods. Especially like the fact that the error number kept just going up and up and up. I think that was definitely my mods. So it would probably work better without mods. But the other one I have seen a little bit of before, and yeah, it's a tough one. But it was fun to give it a try, and we survived decently. But yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you all had a nice time here today, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye!